On the 6th of September, Pakistan celebrated its country's Defense Day i.e. You May Differ. And on that day, various events were organized by the Pakistan Army, and its saga of bravery was sung in front of the whole world. Such events are organized by every nation in the world to boost the morale of its armies. There is no doubt that, like every nation, Pakistan also has the full right to sing the valor and valor of its army, but it is also a well-known fact that Pakistan celebrates its Defense Day as a memorial of the 1965 Indo-Pak War. The 1965 war was the first face-to-face war between India and Pakistan. Before this, in 1947, soldiers of the Pakistan Army, disguised as tribals, had attacked Kashmir. In that undeclared war, the Lion of Nowshera, Brigadier Muhammad Usman, had given a tough time to the Pakistan Army. It is a notable fact that since its birth, Pakistan has been continuously hatching conspiracies against India. History is a witness that Pakistan has been directly and indirectly involved in terrorist incidents across the country, from the tribal invasion of 1947 to the Kargil Wars of 1965, 1971 and 1999, and by promoting separatism in Punjab and Kashmir. Whether it is the Mumbai attack on the 26th of November 2008 or the Pulwama incident on the 14th of February 2019, Pakistan has always attacked the country. In the 1965 war, Pakistan attacked India, boasting of the Patton tanks donated by America, and shamelessly announced in the air that it would not rest until it captured Delhi. It is impossible to talk about the 1965 war and not remember Abdul Hamid Ji. Veer Abdul Hamid, the Paramveer Chakra winner who destroyed the evil designs of Pakistan, was martyred in this war on the 10th of September when he built a graveyard of America's Mangani Patton tanks in Khemkaran. After the shameful defeat in the 1965 war, Pakistan was looking for revenge and to fulfill the political interests of East Bengal and to control its own internal situation. Pakistan once again attacked India. This time the Indian heroes and the leaders of the country had made a different plan, and that was to defeat Pakistan by making it lick its saliva and divide East Pakistan and create a separate Bangladesh. Pakistan's morale had been broken and it was not possible for them to win the war. Due to this, they prepared a plan for a proxy war by promoting separatism and terrorism in India. A plan for a religious war was prepared to fight India. A fake concept of Ghazwa-e-Hind was created and former leader of Jamaat-e-Islami Isra Qasmi was engaged in this work. Isra Qasmi prepared literature in this regard and got it circulated for terrorist activities which were being done at the behest of Pakistan's army and ISI. Pakistan's army formed various terrorist groups and different organizations were created for this work. The main ones among them are Lashkar-e-Taiba, Hizbul Mujahideen, Harkat-ul-Jihad-e-Islami Haji, Lashkar-e-Jhangvi, Sipah-e-Sahaba, Tehreek-Labbaik Pakistan, Tehreek-Sirat Mustaqim and Dawat-e-Islami. Through these, Pakistan is promoting terrorist activities in India. The last three Pakistani organizations are of Sunni Barelvi sect which have been created by Pakistani extremists Khadim Razvi, Mullah Jalali and Ilyas Attar. The rest of the organizations of the Deobandi Wahhabi sect have been increasing terrorist activities in India at the behest of Pakistan Army and ISI. But after the Kargil War of 1999, Pakistan Army and ISI included the Mullahs of Barelvi sect in their terrorist activities. They prepared their terrorist background by raising emotional issues like Namooz-e-Risalat and promoted it with the support of important people of India who have similar ideology. It is worth mentioning that in the last 1.5 decades, The supporters of Pakistan have increased rapidly in India due to their similar ideology. Their local mullahs started propagating their policies in India, as a result of which, 70 years after independence, people of a particular sect refused to sing the national anthem. It is worth mentioning that Jana Gana Mana was included in the Constituent Assembly unanimously. Objection to it after 75 years is enough to cause worry. Today, the speed with which the so-called Maslaki mullahs are supporting the terrorists of Pakistan and glorifying them on the basis of being of the same Maslak and giving concrete shape to their violent religious agenda is a matter of grave concern. Beyond public shame and public condemnation, the brainwashed people of this particular gang of so-called Maslaki mullahs are so much suppressed by the fatwas of their mullahs that they ignore even the law and the constitution, which is not good for India's interest. Such elements should be identified and punished, and their violent ideology should be controlled. A documentary by Sufi News English, on the article of Sufi Muhammad Kausar Hassan Majidi, Advocate, National President, Sufi Khanqa Association.